Good evening, everyone. The seniors I interviewed always ask me, tell me a little bit about yourself. I told you all my stories, now you tell me yours. As I try to gather everything I've done during my 20 years, which of course, compared to their 89 years, is nothing, into a couple of sentences, those stories are just a jumble of events. So this time I decided to tell you all an actually nice and maybe funny story. The story of how I got into this mess, called Writing Memories. It was this summer, and I was working as a journalist intern at this newspaper in Estonia, which is this teeny tiny country in the Northern Europe, where I'm actually from and spend my summer in. It was one of those beautiful days that everyone else in the world loves. No big car accidents, no political dramas, but what we in the newsroom have learned to hate. As calm, regular days just make our job harder. So there I was, trying to find something people would like to read about, when I got to where all the roads now in the digital area, instead of Rome, lead Facebook. My dear friend Elena had messaged me about this idea she had, and how she wanted to tell me all about it. I didn't think much about it in the first place, because she always has some fun ideas. But so I just said okay, and we scheduled a time to Skype. And I continued complaining to her about this coffee machine that wasn't working properly. We called in the evening, and she went on about this idea she had about the project interviewing seniors. How we would meet the seniors for an entire year and write down their stories, creating this book of memoirs. I had done a similar project back in Estonia during my high school years, where a friend and I had interviewed 2 seniors who had some amazing stories, but we never got to actually sharing those stories, which I've always regretted. So I thought creating a book is a very cool and fun idea. So as we chatted away into the late hours of the night, we tried to figure out absolutely everything about this project, every little detail. Many of those details have changed now. We gave up on our utopic idea of interviewing the seniors for a year and changed it to just a term. But fast forward to now, we have a project that's actually working, and we are interviewing our second group of seniors right now. And we have an incredible team of 10 volunteers and 19 seniors who we are working with. My love for the project started increasing as we continued with our planning, as it seemed like this amazing project was actually going to become a reality. So as September came along and it was time to pick our seniors, I decided that one simply wasn't enough, and I chose 2. I absolutely loved how diverse those stories were. One of them was a refugee from Lithuania, having spent time in Germany, the US, Australia, and finally made it to Canada. And the other one grew up on a farm in Saskatchewan. So as the next semester rolled around, I obviously took on 2 seniors again. What made me fall in love even more with the project was how not only are we listening to the stories of the seniors, but we are really making a connection between the senior and the volunteer. We're building a friendship between the people. We all know those volunteer projects that people take part of just to stick something to their resume, but ours is not one of them. Everyone enjoys their time with their seniors, and it is more a fun and enjoyable activity than a commitment. One of the first seniors I interviewed invited me to her family's Thanksgiving dinner, which I never expected her to do that, having met her just for a few times, but it was an amazing experience. So that's why I love this project so much, and I hope that you all will make this book become a reality. Thank you all very much.